The Palmetto Bowl has had its moments over the years. Ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the South Carolina Gamecocks. EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moody. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking to throw it, Herrera. Working that left side now. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And then the ball is knocked free. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get pumped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there on the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high-pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Herrera. Flips it out to the back. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. They just keep firing. The screen, and watch out. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game now. Everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll pull it on the read. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Tigers want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up.
Turning it on! And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
There's so many guys on this offense that can hurt you for explosive plays. You saw a huge gain there coming on the ground.
And the defense sort of, at some point, a couple of guys said, yeah, I'm not going to catch him. Let me just coast on in on this one.
You've got to make the first attempted tackle. If you don't get this guy down on the ground right away, you better have lots of bodies running towards him because he will kill you with the speed.
He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to get it in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Herrera. Got his man quickly. They run him out of bounds. He gets him to the 47.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Wants to throw. It's Herrera. Quickly complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. Smashes another broken tackle. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
The returner will field it and bring him back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Herrera. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Pressure coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Clemson jumps to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He makes a grab. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. At the 45 on its way. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They try to get it outside on the left. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a gap. It's Stewart. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
With the catch, it's Clark. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Tight end now in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Herrera. Flushed out of the pocket. He couldn't find anywhere to go with the ball. Bought time for a second, but finally just went down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Sweet cut there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Clemson is quick to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Haynes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To the air on first down. He's taking the shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense. Understood.
Ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He's in open space downfield. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Offense in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll ride the hot hand. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Clemson jumps to the line. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Trying play action. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. They'll send the back in motion. Snap in the shotgun. This time it's complete. Powers through. And another broken tackle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
They'll go to the air. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moody. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking to the big tight end. Trying to bull his way in. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Took a shot as he threw.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away and live to fight another down.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. On the move to his left. Touchdown, Clemson! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
And I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
And the returner is stopped. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield, it's Herrera. Got a man, it's Hamilton. Looking for room at the 25. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hamilton. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, South Carolina. A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The 18 unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. On the option. Shows him the stiff arm. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum.
There he goes. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Herrera. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. 2nd down coming up. Now the play fake. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the missed connection on third down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Scrambling away. He might have gotten way too greedy there. Held it too long and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
And you really need your quarterbacks, man, to understand that to stay on schedule. And we can't take those big losses, right? So once I start to scramble around and I'm trying to buy time or I'm trying to make a big play, like give it up, get north-south, throw the football away, you can't just turn, run out of bounds, and take that big loss. Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They're facing a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. The screen, he can go. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get enough.
Wide open spaces. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moody. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Herrera. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback keeps it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Quarterback moving. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the player.
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The play-action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle, it's Haynes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
That's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. South Carolina did a